just last week, for the MLB Homerun Derby, Ingrid Andress was performing the national anthem, and apparently she was heavily intoxicated. And she came out with this tweet the next day after the backlash for how bad her performance was. And I just think this is an interesting choice of words. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get some help I need, and that was not me last night. I apologize to the MLB, all the fans in the country I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how rehab is, but I heard it's super fun. Like I feel like that's a really weird thing to throw in at the end. Like what about rehab is fun? Like I guess
Yeah, it
getting better
just
maybe, but it just seems like a backhanded thing. And like there's some speculation that she's using this as like I don't want to say it's true or not because I think it's kind of messed up. Like she probably does have a problem. People are saying that she just performed so bad, so she came up with this tweet to cover her ass up for performing so bad. That's what I've heard some rumors on the rumor mill about that.
yeah, well, it was an awful performance. I'm surprised that people were able to even keep straight faces during it because it was brutal. Just jump to a random part. You probably can't play most of it, but
Night that our flag was still there.
it
So
was
bad.
rough. It was rough
Like
to listen
we
to.
won't we won't poison y'all, make you listen to this, but yeah, so apparently she couldn't stay sober enough to do the 30-second rendition of the anthem, and then she went to Twitter and said she needed help, which I hope that's the truth because to lie about that would be messed up, and I do believe her. I definitely do because it's hard, and I'm not gonna say that like everyone's perfect at all, but you'd think that people would try to keep her in check before performing in front of 50,000 people in the stands and then also on one of the biggest events of the year for baseball. Like it just seems like one of something that you just try to like make sure doesn't happen.
How who is this woman? How big is she? I've never heard of her until this.
I've never heard of her, but she is like an up and coming kind of like country artist. So she's probably not like I think she got nominated for a Grammy or something a couple years ago. So it's not like she's like a no name, but she's definitely not someone I've ever listened to. But like I said, I just thought the tweet was really interesting. And I just thought it was an interesting way to respond to that performance. But like, I think she's in her like 30s or something like that, so she kind of came up later in her career. 'Cause this is
So
probably one of
she's
the first times she
32 years
32.
old.
No, so I don't know. I just found that interesting. Hopefully, she gets the help she needs because that was awful, and I hope that was the case. But like, I know so many other performers that are always trash on the stage, and they still sound decent. So it just she must have been pretty fucking trash. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't think like if you're a singer, I would think you'd be able to get pretty not even just inebriated but pretty drunk and still be able to sing if that's like your thing. Like sure it wouldn't be as good or whatever, but that's wild to me that you would lose your ability that hard. Like one of my favorite comics is Mitch Hedberg, and he would always get or he'd have a couple drinks before he went on stage, not necessarily get drunk or whatever. And he would kill every time, and I would think if he got a little too drunk, sure, maybe it would be worse, but it's not gonna be an abysmal, like, hard to watch performance the way that her rendition of the national anthem was. It's brutal.
Yeah, like it was I didn't see it live. We were actually recording during that rendition, so I missed it and then I saw it like later that night. My buddies were like, "You have to look it up." I'm like, "All right, I will." And then I said, "Why'd you make me listen to that, man? Now my ears are bleeding and now I'm not having a good time."
Well, and I don't know what exactly the reasoning was, but that original video that you sent me got taken down. I've had to find another link, and I downloaded that one because I was like, "What the fuck?" Just in case for the show, I want to have it. But so I don't know, maybe she got bullied too bad or something, and so they shut it down because the comments were against TOS, or maybe somebody like requested DMCA because it was too embarrassing. I don't know, but yeah, the original video that was, I think that was like on the MLB channel or something like that, wasn't it? That one got taken down.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's why. If it was on the official MLB channel, I'm sure they asked them to please take it down, especially if it is true that she is going to rehab and she's trying to get better. But like it just seems like there might be a little more going on, but I don't want to speculate because like I said, it's sad if that's the truth and hopefully she gets the help she needs and we don't ever have to hear that again.
Yeah, people love a train wreck though. Even the re-upload had 2.2 million views.
That's insane. Yeah, people do love a train wreck. she'll be always known as the train wreck on the for the rest of her career of the national anthem. Even if she like revives her career, that's just what she'll be known as, is the person who sang the national anthem so bad that she had to go to rehab the next day. Like
Or
that's that.
more than likely, probably. But people do also love a redemption story. If they go to rehab and they're doing well for themselves, most people like to see that as well too. It's not
Oh,
as
for
funny or
sure.
whatever, but
Like I wish her nothing but the best, and like it sounded like I was cynical about it. I'm really not. I just think that like it's just seems like that's she must have been pretty gone for that to be
yeah.
that
And her response
bad.
just doesn't
But
seem like she's taking it seriously. So I wouldn't be betting on redemption by any means. But you know, I have never heard of her before, so I'm not gonna like screw you. I hope you downfall from this forever. But definitely need to go to rehab because that was an affront to the founding fathers. That rendition.
yeah, the George Washington is rolling over in his grave